Hello and welcome back to Car Performance. This is where the fun stuff begins. In this video, we will be modifying the exhaust of the car. This is going to be divided into two sections for you guys so you can get a really good comparison. The first section is going to cover the downpipe, and we are going to compare the sound of the downpipe to the stock sound of the car. In the second video, we will be removing the resonator, a full resonator delete, and we will be comparing that sound to the downpipe and to the stock sound of the car, so you guys can get an idea of exactly what difference each part makes to the car, and you can make your own decision on what part you guys need for your A45 AMG. I have the exhaust right here. The exhaust that we will be using is a 3-inch straight pipe pretty much. This is the front section that's after the downpipe. The downpipe is still in the box over there. So we are going to quickly begin with this as we have a lot of fun stuff ahead. But let's begin with a sound check. Right, now that we have a reference point on exactly how the car sounds stock, we're going to move on to installing this downpipe. But because we've done a couple of runs, the exhaust is super hot. So we're just going to wait for that to cool down slightly. And in the meantime, we are going to heat wrap this downpipe and then move on to removing the old cuts and then replacing this pipe. So let's go. Right, so in order to heat wrap your downpipe, you don't really have to, but in this case, it looks pretty cool. And it also retains the heat within the exhaust, and it's not that hot to touch. So we are going to heat wrap ours. This is a fiberglass cloth that we wrap around exhaust and hot surfaces. And so you would need the fiberglass heat wrap as well as these metallic cable ties. Do not use plastic ones because they're gonna literally melt off. But yeah, you need these metallic cable ties, the fiberglass heat wrap, which will obviously add another 5 points to your street credit. Hell yes. And then the main thing is your actual downpipe. So let's begin. Let's wrap this and then we can move on to the car and removing the old cat off the car. Right, so the downpipe has been heat wrapped and it's time for us to move on to removing the cats and then replacing this into the car. But this is how it looks heat wrapped. It looks really nice, and it's now time for us to move on to the rest of the part. So let's go. Right, so the downpipe has finally fitted and it's time for us to start the car. This is going to be the first start, so I haven't heard the car. We're going to see how the car sounds. We're going to go through the same test as we did before and compare the sounds to before, how the car was before stock, and then just with the downpipe. So everything else is, all the sensors is connected, all the bolts, everything is torqued. And now let's put the hood down and start the car. Let's go. That sounds so good. Way better than before. Compared to the stock, this just sounds incredible. The pops are much more crisper and it's noticeable. A lot louder than before. Just with the downpipe alone, that makes a huge difference. So if you want that pops a lot louder and more crisper, then for you, just get downpipe. We're still going to crack on with a resonator delete, so that's going to happen in the next video. But this one does make the car very loud and very fun to drive. But wow, let's hear it. Oh, that sounds so good. That sounds absolutely incredible. Like literally everyone's looking. The camera may not do the justice, but it actually is very loud. And it's a lot more sharper pops. But we're gonna then crack on with the resonator delete in the next video and then see what sort of difference that makes. We are going to compare the sound of the resonator delete to the sound of the downpipe and as well as the stock sound of the car and see how they sound. I just can't get enough of it. It sounds so good. Oh my god, the car sounds absolutely insane. Just with a small mod like the downpipe, it completely changes the tone of the pops and the exhaust sounds. So I wonder what's going to happen in the next video when we replace the rest of the exhaust. If you guys want to see that, make sure you have subscribed to Car Performance. Click on the bell icon so you guys don't miss when that video comes out. That's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching it. Make sure to hit the like and share button, and we will see you on the next one.